Hey there, manifesting generators. Thanks for joining me today for your intuitive reading. If you're new to the channel, I do my readings using tarot, oracle cards, sometimes runes, and I base them on the 5 human design types. If you don't know what your type is, then you can check the link below and find which of the 5 types you are. And if you're a manifesting generator, then that is this reading. And one last thing, moving forward, I'm going to stop doing date-specific readings, and so from now on, when you see a new manifesting generator reading, if it resonates with you, it is your message at that time. I think I like that looser structure, so hopefully you do too. Okay, so let's take a look at your current situation. This came out in the reverse position, Badger Spirit. Be fearless and bold. So in the reverse position, there's a lot of really intense energy. It talks about anger, aggression, arguments, it's you trying to, like, being so focused on the outcome that you want that you're just like pushing and pushing and pushing, even though you keep hitting a wall. You just keep doing it, even though you're not getting any results. So, and the more you hit the wall, the more you're so frustrated, and you're just, you've like had it up to here. So this is sort of asking you to try and find a place of calm, try and find that center so that you don't get lost in that tornado of energy and it doesn't throw you off where you're actually meant to go. Like, the universe is gently guiding you on this winding path, and you're just like, no, we're going over here. I'm going straight ahead. And I don't know that that is really to your advantage. Like, you might not actually get where you want to go. So the card that comes out with this to clarify it is the 5 of Arrows, frustration. And you can see, like, this animal is right in front of this archer, and yet these arrows are going all over the place. So when you're caught up in all of that intense energy, the arrows are just flying all over the place because there's no, you need to get grounded. You need to calm yourself. You know, if you think about shooting a bow, there is a need to breathe out all of the air so that when you actually release it, it goes in a straight direction instead of veering off to the side because you took a breath while you were releasing the bow. So if you think about that as how to deal with your current situation, it's just like, just let it go a little bit. All right. Yeah, and I think there is a, consider that when you're trying to force this outcome and you're like going and going and hitting that wall, you're wasting resources. Like, you could be using that energy towards something else that actually will be beneficial to you. And don't get so caught up in the way modern life tries to dictate the pace of things. Think about maybe a slower time of life when there was just this, you have to wait on the will of nature, the will of the universe, the right timing, you know, and, you know, remember that you have this creativity within you that really can guide you and help you adapt to whatever comes. So you don't have to be so controlled. Like if you control everything, then you know the outcome. But, you know, if you open yourself up to the flow of things and, you know, different things come along in your path that you need to react to, you can draw upon that creativity and really succeed and move through it. And it might lead you more to what you're looking for than you even know. All right, so, and the one thing I wanted to bring up about this too is it's very funny that we're doing a manifesting generator reading, and the first two cards that come out, I mean, this is in reverse, are talking about our theme for our design type, anger and frustration. It's like generally how we're responding to things is this anger and frustration. So this next card talks about what you're moving away from. So what you're moving away from is that need to cling to a single idea, a single outcome. Let go of the attachment, the fears, the anger, the frustration. Offer it up to a higher power. Offer it up to your higher self, your guides, and ask for help. There might be something in your life right now that is causing you to go after it so diligently, like something so alluring. Like it could be a job, a new house, a new apartment, a relocation, a new romantic partner, that you're just like, I've got my eye on the prize, this is exactly what I want. But if you can really just let go a little bit, it's time to surrender. It's time to drop the workaholism, the perfectionism, and any addiction or vices. Just, you know, let that fall away. Rechannel all the energy that was going into that. Have radical acceptance for your situation. Banish the shoulds and the musts. And here's the best message, I think, if you can just remember one thing. Enjoy what is, allow for what might be. Enjoy what is, allow for what might be. The card that comes out to clarify the moth spirit is the Five of Vessels, Ecstasy. So as you can see, she's dancing in the moonlight under the stars. She's got her eyes closed and she's on her toes. You know, if you think about being so lost in the moment that you're dancing on your toes and you're not even worried about losing your balance, or, you know, you're just really in that moment, really feeling everything, being one with everything around you, the nature, the cosmos. So when we surrender and we move into this space, I mean, this is a really fertile place to create, connect, and receive messages, receive insight, and these like little sparks of like, oh, this is what I should go after. This is my next step. This is asking you to join the dance, and you know, you can find ecstasy in many ways. So music, meditation, art, love, sex, dancing, and this is reached by sort of this trance state where you're switching off the logical mind and you're really accessing something deeper, something higher. You're visiting this space between the space. If that makes sense. All right, so last message that comes out here is what you're moving towards. So I pulled Fox Spirit. Think on your feet. Be alert, stay open, be aware, and allow that, like I said before, that well of creativity within you to guide you through the circumstances, the obstacles, the new situations that present themselves on your path. It allows you to change rapidly. Think outside the box and be ready to take swift action. Okay, the card to clarify here is the moon on the water. So this is really a time of illumination, initiation, rebirth. Did I already say illumination? A time of creation and transformation. It's about universal consciousness. It's, you know, the moon is illuminating the entire landscape, yet there is no path for you to follow. You're making your own path. And, you know, there's this egg here, this little egg. You know, this is you finding your rebirth and forging this, you know, trailblazing. You're making your own path. You're creating something new, and you're doing it swiftly. You're thinking on your feet. You're using that creative energy to react to the situation. So I believe that's all I have for you today. You know, just let go of that anger and frustration, that situation that you're in. You know, stop trying to bust through the wall. It's not going to happen. And, you know, it's just rerouting, you know. It's just rerouting, and it might be better than the route you initially chose. So, and, you know, sometimes it's hard when the thing that we thought was the right way or the way we wanted to go doesn't happen. But if you get in the flow of it, and I mean, this is fun. Like, she's having a lot of fun here. This process can be fun if you allow it to be. Remember, enjoy what is, allow for what might be. So let me know what you think, if this resonates with you. I'd love to hear in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Take care.